Hey buds, welcome back. We got another Skiff Smasher showcase today. Today we are bringing you number 7 in South Dakota, the Yoshi man himself, Braediac. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you, Skiff?
You know, it's another day. It's another, not really another dollar. I mean, I'm kind of, I'm paid on salary, so that doesn't matter to me.
Oh, living the life, I see.
Yeah, dude, I live a pretty solid life. So anyway, we're gonna get right into this. As mentioned, Braden here, Braediac, all that good stuff. He is a Yoshi main from South Dakota. Pretty solid with the dino.
Solid, kind of.
Kind of. Solid enough to make PR for sure.
I'm a masher.
Anyway. I mean, we all are in our own sense. That's just playing Ultimate in general.
Just 25. Okay. I've forgotten how Incineroar works.
Yeah, he kind of does things. So anyway, first things first, let's start off here with your tag. I feel like a tag is obviously, it's the first impression you get of a player anytime you meet them. It's how you remember people half the time in this community. So where does your tag come from, and what does it mean?
So, I made my tag when I was in 4th grade or something like that. I was pretty young, because so I had just gotten a PlayStation 3 and was setting up my free PSN account. And I asked my dad, I don't know what to do for my tag. And he was like, well, you can do something with your name. And I was like, well, Braden's obviously not just going to work. And his idea, because I get it from him entirely, is I was super young at the time for the grade I was in, because I had like skipped a couple grades and started early in school and whatever. And he's like, well, you're kind of a brainiac, and your name is Braden, so what about Braediac? And I was like, sure, I don't care enough, it works. And then,
yeah, I guess.
So that tag came out when I was like 10 years old, maybe. I'm probably even younger, actually. And it just kind of stuck with me. I just used it for everything because I didn't care enough to make a new one. But I really like the tag now. I think it suits well. Plus, now people can ask the origin of my tag, and I go, oh yeah, it's because I was a Brainiac earlier. And they're like, you play Yoshi now? And I'm like, haha, yeah.
Funny character. Eat glue.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the glue eater whose tag is derivative of Brainiac. It's pretty fun.
Oh shit.
You died. Okay.
Yeah. So I may not have DI'd the best, but also I think it's I got to the blast zone and then I pressed side B, which is like an auto kill pretty much.
Yeah.
So because like it extends his hitbox out just enough.
I know Incineroar edge guarding is bad, but I didn't have a jump there, so he probably could have just killed me. Oh, that'll be amazing. Yeah, that works too.
So after that, I want to get more into, you know, the player side of things, like, you know, the competitions and all that stuff. Obviously, the history lesson's always nice. The past few people actually I've done this for, their tags have come like from like games they played as a kid or something like that, or something along those lines. Like Sharp, his was Minecraft.
What?
Yeah, his tag comes from Minecraft. So like, when the video comes out, you'll see exactly. But like, basically, he was trying to think of one, and like the Minecraft thing like just wasn't giving him a good enough like name suggestion or something like that. So he like took his favorite animal, and then like he said this pencil's pretty sharp, and that's just how it started. So you'll see it. You'll see it when he actually when the video actually comes out. But.
Yeah, I know a decent amount of people that do things like that, but when I was a kid making my tag, my favorite games were like Tony Hawk Underground and Call of Duty. So like, what am I gonna get from that?
Yo, you weren't going to name your tag like Chad
Bob Burnquist, Chad Muska,
Chad Muska, Bob Burnquist, super dumb grind special move.
Nah, I think I didn't want to go that route.
That would have been cool though, dude. If you came in, if I was introduced to you as, hey, this is our number 7 Yoshi player, Bob Burnquist. I'm like, dude, that is sick as fuck.
That would be pretty sick, but I don't think I could get far with the tag like that.
Bray Burnquist.
Do not.
Let's go. Okay, so anyway, let's get into this next part here. So first things first, obviously to get to number 7 in a PR spot, you kind of have to have results, right? So not just results that got you to number 7. Like what are some results in general that you're proud of yourself for getting?
So I haven't done too much out-of-state travel just because dealing with school and work and everything kind of gets rough sometimes. But I have had a few good out-of-state results where it actually like kind of felt like I was starting to see the improvement. Like there's a pretty decent Samus player in Nebraska, his tag's Censored, who he plays Samus and it's like really lame to fight against. And I used to struggle a lot against him in particular. Like at my first ever out-of-state tournament, I played him, and he would whistle "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra during our entire set. while just running away from me and just like shooting missiles, he was just whistling, and I was like, damn, he really must not think much of me.
That's actually funny as shit.
It was pretty funny.
Fly me
like,
to the moon, baby!
I was pretty pissed at the time, but like looking back, it's pretty funny. So he was like my first out-of-state loss, and I was like, damn, that kind of sucked. I need to like get better so I can deal with dumb things like that. And then he became my first like good win from an out-of-stater because he came to like an Icon tournament, and I beat him like game 3 last stock. And I remember walking over to Crows, who's our number 2. He was a number 1 at the time, and he's like, yeah, that was pretty good. You like played really well against it and like knew how to deal with lame stuff. And I was like, yeah, I am getting better, aren't I? Hell yeah, let's go.
That always feels good when you know you definitely done something that you struggled with before.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't have much out-of-state results, just like mostly in-state. I have a couple good wins on some other Nebraska people, but like nothing too notable.
Sure, good edge guard, by the way.
Yeah, I really earned that kill.
Yeah, I mean, it was partially me being an idiot, but you know, that's just the life of being an Incineroar anyway.
That's just the classic Skiff anyway. Oh, I almost died. I should die. No, I'm good.
Oh, I was gonna grab your ass.
But yeah, just results in general. It felt good to get where I was because at the first like real Ultimate tournament I went to, I got like, I want to say 9th place or something like that, and I was like, damn, I'm pretty good at this game. And then the next like 3 I went 0-2 at. So
damn, I'm not very good at this game.
So I got humbled real early on. So getting to where I am now and like the people I've beaten, it feels really good because of like I started at the 0-2 level and just kind of had to grind my way up.
Uh-oh. I'm doing bad things.
You're dead.
No, I'm not.
Oh, not. Let me back. There we
No
go.
way! That's pretty cool though. That's dope. It's always a good feeling, like, you know, when you overcome an obstacle that, you know, it stuck out so much beforehand. So that's actually really dope to hear. Censor's a pretty cool guy too. I mean, I was able to do commentary with him one time for Bunker Down 4. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I've talked to them a few times. He's just a super cool guy to hang out with.
Right. But man, Fly Me to the Moon, that's funny as hell.
Yeah, so it was at like the hypertension venue in Nebraska, which some people watching this will probably know.
Yeah.
But it's like super cramped, and we were on like a center setup. So I had people bumping into me, and like I was trying to just hear the game, but the audio was super low, and we couldn't go up higher. And he's just whistling "Fly Me to the Moon" in my ear. I'm like, bruh, how am I supposed to play with this?
I think the worst part is that you know the song that he's whistling.
Yeah. If he was just like mindlessly whistling, it might have been better for me.
All right, so from there, let's talk about, let's really get down into the nitty-gritty of Braediac, the player. So, another thing I like to try to figure out from people is you're playing against a player you've never played before, right?
Yes.
You might have an idea who they are, blah, 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 but either way, you know, you're not just going to go lightly on them, right? So,
Yeah.
What is your game plan going into facing a new player?
So, whenever I'm playing against a new guy, I play in shield a lot more because I can get away with it. Oh, that killed me. But I can get away with it a lot as Yoshi because if they don't grab me, I just press my frame 6 option out of shield and just kind of reset and get more of a feel. It's a lot more neutral play. I don't really push my advantage, especially if I like kind of know the character at least I'm playing against.
Right.
But learning what their habits are, especially when I am sitting there, because there are some people where they just don't incorporate grabs at all into their game plan. I'm like, okay, I can get away with this a lot more. Or if there's someone who will just run up and grab me a lot or just wait for my out of shield. I know, okay, don't play as much in shield, be a little bit more proactive in what you do. Edge guarding is also a big thing in my game plan in general. So against newer people, I usually push my edge guard a bit further than I normally would, just to get a feel. Maybe kind of matchup check them a little bit.
Right. It also helps like playing that shield too with Yoshi, because like he doesn't get shield poked, right?
Yeah, so some characters have really good shield poke options. I just don't have to deal with it. So especially with someone who plays like Ness or something, where they have that really whack like down smash setup. Playing against them in shield is a bit scarier because I can't just get shield poked and I have to just like eat the damage anyway.
Oh. Alright, kind of a scary spot. Okay, still kind of a scary spot. Ah! Yeah. Okay.
You gotta air that slower.
But no, it's good stuff. No, I could definitely tell from your play style that you definitely go in defensively for newer people. I still remember our first set very vividly. It was a good time.
Yeah, it's, our first set being on Wi-Fi. Let's talk about that then.
I mean, yeah, a win's a win, and I'll say that time and again.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you teched in place, I was like, gracias.
Yeah, I knew that was bad tech.
Boy.
Yeah, our first time I ever really played you was online, and you'll never let me live that one down.
It's just a good joke at this point.
It is. It is a good joke.
So, but yeah, moving on from there, found out what your strengths are, or at least your play style, what you like to do. So, I think this is also a good time to kind of like get into more of the more humble side of the player. So, what do you think? Oh, man, we keep getting violent. So, what do you think are like your weaknesses as a player that like really stops you from going even further?
So, I think my biggest weaknesses are probably I don't like playing defensive. Like I do, but if I start getting annoyed or I just don't want to play the game, I really am bad with sticking to my initial game plan of wait for approach options, kind of things like that. Especially if I'm playing against like a zoner, for instance. My game plan eventually, well, it usually starts off as wait for them to approach, eventually keep throwing eggs, just wait for my time. If I start getting like really annoyed with the game, or I get tilted, or I just get tired, my stamina just kind of gives up, and my mental game just kind of throws. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna run forward at him and see what happens. And I usually lose, but like I don't learn. I know it's a bad thing, but it's really annoying.
I mean, knowing your weaknesses, I think, goes farther than knowing your strengths, at least, because I mean, at least gives you a point to build off of.
Yeah. It's one of those things I've slowly been working on. Otherwise, just if someone knows how to deal with me sitting in shield a lot and just grabs, I do not spot dodge at all, which is really good in general in this game. But even if you just watch me, I only spot dodge in like panic situations where like I whiff a smash attack or I hit your shield unsafely or something like that.
Yeah,
so that's
I don't know anything
good.
about spot dodging, especially with my character at all.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm holding in, you're getting grabbed.
No, I was gonna spot dodge and neutral B. I just want it. Okay. I'm learning my lesson. So yeah, no,
Yeah,
good stuff. I totally get the whole. All right, well I'm frustrated. Time to hold forward. Type of gameplay.
Yeah, that's definitely my worst problem. It's just not approaching well in times like that.
Oh, I got my jump. Probably making it back.
Oh no. You were supposed to shield grab jab one. Okay.
I do things that probably aren't a good idea, Braeden. You know this better than anybody. Ah. And side B. And back here. And
Stay off stage. Get off my stage instead of roar.
no. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so outside of you know, your strengths and weaknesses as a player, right? Let's talk about, you know, where you're at right now, right? Obviously. Oh shit! Okay, good finish. That was okay. I was trying to read. Okay, I wasn't looking at the screen. My hands
Okay,
were paying
yeah.
attention.
Yeah, you know, I handed the controller to someone else. They just didn't know what they were doing. I was blindfolded. Don't worry about it.
It was just a bad game. It was just a bad game. But so, what is it? Let's go into your current skill level. Obviously, we know that you're currently number 7 in South Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say, I know it's kind of it's not going to happen. Let's just say, offline returned at the beginning of the next month, right?
Okay.
So everything's fine and dandy. It's Disney World outside, but without those sick coughing kids everywhere.
Yeah.
Where do you want to be by the end of the year? And then, like, where do you want to be skill-wise by the time this game is at its end?
So, my goal by the end of the year, assuming we can go offline soon, is I already felt kind of close, but I want to be by that top 5 threshold at the very least. I think I have all the skills for it. Not to sound like ego or anything like that, but I do genuinely feel like I am one of the better players sometimes. It's just I kind of get tilted at the game, or I don't know how to approach like 1 or 2 matchups, and it hurts me a lot.
Yeah.
But against like the tops of our state, like Crows or Hate, I feel like I hold my own well enough against them to be at that level. It's just trying to maintain that. My consistency is kind of all over the place, which is annoying. But I think I should be top 5 by the end of this year, and hopefully further. It depends on how much I actually can practice this game, if I can get it as much as I want to. But by the end of the game's lifespan, I would like to be able to at least like travel out of state and get like top 8s at like regional level.
All right.
Because
I mean, I think that's definitely doable.
Yeah, I don't want to shoot like too high because it's like I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm gonna start top 16ing majors, things like that, because I just think that's a little bit too out of my wheelhouse.
No, that's totally fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with kind of being a little bit humble about, you know, your current skill level and shit like that. Like, because there's nothing saying that you can't get further than that in the next game. But I mean, just for this game, it's oh wow, I'm surprised I actually got that.
Yeah, same. But if I could like go to a regional with like 150 people from Midwest and like hold my own against people like Skittles, I'd be content. I'd be happy with that.
I can agree with that. Skittle's obviously a very, very talented player too.
Oh yeah, I could imagine he starts popping off really hard when offline starts coming back.
Oh, probably. Jeez, he's been on the grind nonstop.
You got that? Nah, I'm fine. I'm living. No, that grabbed me?
Yo, that was like the possible last frame. I'm pretty sure Sakurai added some extra frames into that shit. Let's
yeah. Sakurai gave me that one. Just mash neutral B. Stop.
I'm gonna mash the B button to win the game.
Oh no. I'm dead.
This is a
dead.
possibility now. Here he comes.
You just want to grab me. I know what you want.
I do.
No, I didn't want to down smash.
No way. Okay, cool. That wasn't even close.
If I dropped my controller, it might have been.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're almost at dash attack percent.
Wow, I am at 224.
Yeah, you're thick.
Come here.
I don't want to approach. No! No, I held her!
224, maximum rage, and then you were trying to hold a different direction. Let's go.
I thought you would get the timing.
Yeah, sometimes I don't want to do that. So anyway, but no, I definitely think like a top 8 at a regional is definitely within range. Because like I think you have the drive to get better. Obviously, online's been a bit of a detriment. I know you're not the biggest fan of it. You do like to play with the boys every once in a while, but like
it is fun with the boys.
Yeah, you definitely are not the biggest fan. I totally get that. You're not alone in that. I personally don't mind. I just like having a good time either way.
I mean, yeah, I have fun, but like I can't do Wi-Fi tournaments. I just get drained super hard.
Yeah,
like,
no, I hear you. They're so long, especially when you do bigger ones. And if you're doing well, that's like what was it? Do you see the time? I think it was Best Nest played like 18 sets.
Yeah, something like
ridiculous.
And some of these Wi-Fi tournaments are getting like 4,000 people and capping out, and like,
Yep.
God, that just feels like it takes forever.
It's honestly ridiculous. So let's see. I think we got most of the stuff that I wanted to hit on. Oh, here we go. So yeah. So we talked about some of the results that you're proud of, right? And I know you didn't necessarily feel like you had a lot of results, but like, let's just talk about moments in general. Like, it could be anything, like with the Smash scene. It could be, you know, anything that you guys did after the tournament, or, you know, something a friend said to you, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so just like things that happen with the Smash community that I have, and like positive experiences and things like that.
I mean, if you want to make them negative, that's up to you. But just any moments that stick out to you in general.
Yeah. So the ones that stick out the most are anytime I get like a really good in-state win, and I turn around and I see I got the boys behind me, all just like hyping me up really hard. So like my first real good win in-state was against Tux, who at the time was our number 5, and I was just like some unranked nobody basically. And I beat him in a game 3 set. I basically had to make a huge comeback. I was at like 120 and he was on his last stock, and just made this huge comeback. And I turn around and White Fang is right there, just like hands over their mouth, like, did you really just beat Tux? Kind of look. Yeah. And I remember just looking back and I'm like, I did. I'm kind of sick.
I'm kind of nice at this game.
Yeah, I try not to think about the rest of that tournament because I lost the next round when I shouldn't have. But like, you know.
The initial part is like pretty dope. Yeah. No, I get that.
Just anytime I'm fighting like an out-of-stater or like someone really good in state and I start doing well and they're just like, the boys are there. I just love that feeling because there's nothing better than the boys hyping you up. There's just no feeling like it.
I hit you so many get-up attacks this game. It's like 4 or 5 get-up attacks.
I just expect people to hit the tech, and you're just like, I'm gonna get-up attack.
I'm Incineroar.
But yeah, it's moments like that, or the first time I beat Hate, our number 1, he was like kind of annoyed because it was like a best-of-5 set. He didn't really play his mains or anything like that. So it didn't really feel like a good win to me either. And then the next day we had another tournament and I beat him in winners finals where he was like actually playing his characters, and like afterwards I felt really good about it. Played him in grand finals, got 6-0'd. So he made some good adaptations. But afterwards he came up to me and he's like, hey, you played well today. He gave me a fist bump as he was walking out, and I was like, I've never even talked to that guy before.
I thought he was a dickhead. What the hell?
Yeah, because like Hate just has this rough exterior, like around like most people, and it felt like talking to just another guy in the scene, and not like this undisputable number 1. It felt like it was like at a more human level, which felt good.
That's like talking with LC when you don't know who he is.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember first time I met LC, I was like, who's this 25-year-old? Like, why has he got sick? Oh. Ah! You know, I probably could have side beat, but I really wanted to try and drag you down with that up B.
That's kind of messed up.
But, so, like, I remember the first time talking to LC, I'm like, who's this random 25-year-old? He just looks pissed all the time. And then you start, like, getting to know him, and he's, like, the funniest dude ever.
Yeah. And I love Nate now. After, like, a couple times, now whenever I play him in bracket, it's like we both just kind of have a little bit more fun with it. He still calls me a cheeser, because, like, I gimp him a lot. Yoshi, yeah. Well, because in the Yoshi-Ken matchup, it's like, okay, they're recovering. What do? I'll just hold in there. And what do? They die.
I mean, that's Ken in a nutshell. He's like, hey, I'm gonna run up to you. By the way, do you like down tilt?
Yeah. Also, speaking of Ken, I'm gonna sidetrack a little bit. Have you seen the hitbox on heavy up tilt? That thing's stupid. It's disjointed and like frame 4. It's so whack.
Wait, what move?
Ken's heavy up tilt.
Heavy up tilt? What one's that?
Yes. So it just looks like the light up tilt is just a bigger hit box on it. So light up tilt is the one that confirms and assure you. The heavy one just has more hit stun and is just generally a little bit stronger, and it sends out like an angle for no follow-ups. But they anti-air with that, and it's like super disjointed on top. It's really annoying. I just got sidetracked thinking about that. But disjoints in this game annoy me anyway, so I died. I died.
Let's go.
All right. That's it. Stay back. Stay back.
Yeah, you're about to suffer this one.
Am I? The reads.
That wasn't a read. That was a misinput.
It was not a misinput. I did mean to down B. I knew you were just gonna
It
raw
was a
side
misinput.
Do you see how much I use down B? That is not a misinput. Going for a ride? Oh, don't counter there.
No, I'm gonna.
Don't counter there.
No, I'm gonna get this.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like
Hey,
that.
come here. You ready to die?
Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no.
Oh my god, that was
I
70%.
What the hell? My
Yeah,
first
you know
fight.
I'm winning this game now?
God. Damn.
Ugh.
Just let me break your shield.
Okay. I thought you wanted to break my shield.
I'll just take the kill. Why'd you land with counter? Go away. Go away. Bad Incineroar. Bad Incineroar. That grabbed.
Yeah, that one was definitely gonna grab. That was not one where I'm just like, I can't believe that grab. No, that was grabbing. There's nothing you can do about it. Ah! Die! No!
I took it. Let's go.
What the f- I didn't think we were close enough to the ledge.
I knew it. I knew it.
Okay, that was pretty nice. I'll give you some props.
I'm kind of sick like that. Don't even worry about it.
All right, so now I'm gonna throw you a curveball here. So I hope you're ready for this one.
All right.
Is there any topics that you'd like to bring up, either within Smash or outside of Smash? And I know you're a talker. You always got something to say.
Oh man, we're talking about within Smash or outside.
Yeah, whatever you
Can I-
want, man. Just
can I talk-
anything you might be passionate about, or I mean,
Can we-
sometimes you hate things passionately enough.
Oh yeah, I was about to talk about something I hate. Can we talk about how bad people's tier lists are? Can we talk about that?
Sure, yeah, we could definitely talk about that.
Tier list. Watching, because this was just brought up because Mars made that tier list, and holy crap, people have bad opinions about everything in this game.
No, I mean they definitely do.
People that are like, yeah, half this or like 95% of this cast is like mid tier or higher, except for these like 6 or 7 characters I'd put in my bottom tier. And it's just like, that's just not how the game works. That's not how balancing works in any regard. There's obviously gonna be better characters. Just put them in different tiers, you absolute mongrels. I hate it. I hate it. Nothing
Damn.
gets me more upset than like bad Smasher opinions, because they're all bad.
All of them, they're all bad.
Most of them.
Who? Okay, so since yeah, no, we've definitely seen some suspect Smash tier lists. We have the running joke within North Dakota for Zam as well. You know, always the tier list guy, always making something new. Who's the one player that when they make a tier list, like you really can't look at it and be like, this is bad, this is wrong. Maybe there's 1 or 2 things you slightly disagree with, but overall, like it's understandable.
Honestly, the players tier list I agreed with the most last time I saw him, Tweaks. Tweaks had the best tier list of any like top player I've seen. Because they like have pretty standard opinions, which like some of them I disagree with already, but it's like I can't fault you for them.
Yeah.
But then they still have like a few ones that are like, yeah, I can agree with that. They make sense. When I look at some other players' tier list, I'm just like, oh, please don't kill me.
Oh, I'm about to.
Oh, I'm dead.
That did
Jesus.
70%.
Classic.
I love it.
But yeah, sometimes it's just like, I don't understand how you came to this conclusion. Stop revenging everything!
Stop landing on me with aerials! No! It's a grab, technically. Oh, wait, it's not.
What? I thought that counted!
I thought so, too. That does.
Now we're good. Now we're good. But yeah, just in general, tier lists are pretty bad. Because they usually don't have like solid enough reasoning to put why they think X character is better than the other. Or they just put every character in mid tier and say good enough. No,
Like Mars?
you're not gonna. Yes, you're not gonna sit there and tell me that X character is on the same level as Mewtwo or something. Because they're just not.
I cannot wait for the Mars Braeden 1st to 10 money match.
I'll die, I'll lose, I don't care. I'll get 3-stock 10 times in a row. I still don't have to agree with anything that guy says.
I mean, I guess that's a really fair point, but still. Mars, if for some reason you're watching my videos, just know that Braeden does not speak for me. I appreciate your tier list. So no worries.
Yeah, all tier lists have some purpose because like it gives another way of thinking, but sometimes the way of thinking is just garbage.
that is the Braeden right there. This thing I don't agree with. Doo-doo.
I can disagree with it and understand, like, but if you don't come up with sound reasoning for why X thing happens, then just don't say it. Don't make a tier list unless you know. Or just like put a little tier that says, I don't know what this character does. Who gives a shit? That's
a fair point, I guess. If someone made a tier list, right, and they said, I don't fucking know anything about this character, and they just made like a whole tier for it, I'd respect that. I'd be like, all right.
I respect that so much more. I don't need to know that. You know, I don't know much about Wii Fit, but I hear good things, so I'm gonna put them in high tier kind of ass. Like, no,
actually gross.
Wii Fit is good, but they don't understand why they're good. They're just like, this character hit ball on ledge. They're good. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, right now, like, you could do a combo into deep breathing and up smash and kill at like 3 seconds into the game.
Yeah, the character's good, but understand why they're good before you put them in your high tier. Sorry, just had to go off for a bit.
No, it's okay. I get it. I know how you get when you deal with people you don't really, you don't agree with.
Yeah. The other Smasher opinion, because I'm just gonna go off on this now. Stage list opinions.
Oh yeah, we've actually had a discussion on this one before. I really wanna pick your brain on this one.
Yeah, so my ideal stage list is 7 stages and 1 band. I think that is the best. It doesn't particularly matter to me which 7 stages, so long as it's balanced so that the amount of flat stages, the amount of tri-plats, and the amount of like other stages are like semi-equal. So in my ideal list, it would be, I gotta think a little bit on this, but so starters, I would want PS2, Battlefield, FD, Lilac, and Smashville. And I think that's a pretty solid starter list already. Some people would argue.
So start that over again. So Lilac.
So Lilac, PS2, Smashville, FD, and Battlefield.
Okay. So 6 stages to start off with.
No, did I name 6? Should only be 5.
All right. So hang on. So for triplats, we got Battlefield and Lilac, right?
Oh yeah, so those would be the 2 I put in starters because I don't think Lilac is a triplat in the traditional sense. Okay. I think the way it plays out is different enough.
Okay. And you said PS2, Smashville, FD.
Yes, those would be the other starters I include. And then for counterpick, just Town, just Yoshi's Story.
I'm actually super down with that. So like I'm kind of under the impression I think we don't like because people want to add a shitload of stages, right? And I get having more stages. I get it. You know, it just makes the game feel better, look better. I want as few stages as possible.
Yes, exactly.
Personally,
that is the way I feel about this as well. Is that I think less stages will end up making the meta better because having so many matchups already reliant on stages and then saying, all right, which of these 7 counter big stages do you want to go to is really obnoxious when it comes to that. Especially because just inherently, if you have more stages, you just need to have more bands, which then makes counter picking even more stale and a lot more character dependent, I think.
For sure. No, like for like the big one for me, like I said, less stages. I think Callus is actually a garbage stage.
Same, but I play it because like it's fine in some matchups.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And the thing is, like, I used to always be okay about Lilac, and then I played one set against Crows.
Yeah.
I was Incineroar. Like I knew that the Incineroar Mega Man matchup on Callus wasn't going to be good, but I wanted to see how bad it was, and he obliged.
And rush camp too.
And showed me just how awful it is, and it was a bad time.
Yeah. So most people, when I talk about this stage list, they're like, "Okay, so 7 stages. That means you probably want 2 bands, right?" And I'm like, "No." And they go, "Why not 2 bands?" And the reasoning behind that for me is that if you win game 1, I think you should go into game 2 with a slight disadvantage. Because if, say, for instance, I'm playing Mario in this situation, and I win game 1, I should not be able to ban both Town and City and FD, arguably the 2 worst stages on that list for someone like Mario. I don't think you should be able to get rid of all the stages your character is bad at, because then it just turns into, we're going to play...
Oh, I lost my jump somewhere. Okay.
We're either going to play the Triplats or FDs that we're both good on, or we're just going to end up playing PS2 the whole set. And I think that just turns into super boring gameplay, especially for a spectator's point of view. And I don't think you want that. If you do, I think it's much more exciting to have to watch someone at a slight deficit on a stage, rather than just watching them play the same neutral stage over and over again.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Good night for that one. Because I know we did actually run that exact stage list for a while in Siouxland before Big House came out. It kind of basically did the same thing, just with more stages. And I thought it was really good. Most people agreed with it. There were some people that were like, well, Battlefield and Yoshi's are just the same stage. And I go, you're stupid, I'm done talking.
Yeah, no, those stages hold very different purposes, and I just want to point out that that entire game was on Kalos, and I didn't realize it until after we got done talking or playing the game. But
You're like, wait, we were on Kalos? I just remember starting the game and then ending on the end screen.
Dude, I just blinked out, man. I blinked out talking about people who I don't like and their opinions that are shit.
Yeah, I'm a very opinionated person, so when people come out,
okay.
they're like,
That's okay.
Some people got some trash opinions, and I just gotta let them know.
I know. Believe me, I've been on the opposite side of that before.
We have the picture of it somewhere, but of me saying, I enjoy calling people stupid in the hopes that they will become better people. However, it does not always work.
That is definitely you in a nutshell, to be honest.
Yeah.
From what I know about you, yeah.
People deserve to be called stupid. I'm all for it. There needs to be a little.
Bullying shouldn't be outlawed.
Alright, I am all for bullying as long as it's at a very minimal level. Because I think bullying, this sounds like such an awful thing to say, but it builds character.
Yeah, you're a boomer, man. Sounded just like your dad.
It's like, some kids need to get bullied. Otherwise, they're just gonna grow up cringe and with dumb opinions and no one knows how to tell them no.
Cringe.
They're gonna like...
Yeah, you gotta be bullied if you want to be based. Oh,
like, man. I got bullied a little bit in middle school. You know what? Now it's fine because I'm not an idiot. Alright. Alright, at least I am not like I was when I was younger. But I also had to like grow up faster than a lot of people, because like there's some 16-year-olds. It's like, yeah, I can't fault you too much, but like still kind of think a little bit. But when I was 16, I was in my freshman year of college. I kind of had to like grow up a little bit to say.
I mean, people grow up at their own
yeah.
Paces anyway. Like for me, I don't feel like I really became the person who I think is like the best version of me right now until I hit like 25, 26.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, I was definitely a late bloomer.
I could tell I wouldn't have liked you in high school.
Probably, yeah. No, I was kind of annoying in high school. I mean, I had a really good group of friends, but like
yeah.
I was still pretty annoying. Like I did weird things, right? So like I was with the weird group, right? But then like I was still like captain of the basketball team, you know? Like,
yeah.
It was weird. People were like, Skiff, why do you watch anime? Because anime wasn't cool at that time. Like, why do you watch anime? And I'm like, because anime is absolutely sick. Like, what are you talking about?
Back in your day, anime was like, what, DBZ and Naruto probably? That was like what you
definitely
watched.
the big one at the moment. But I was watching like other shit. Like my big ones were Family Guy and no, like Cromartie High is probably my all-time favorite, and that was like around my high school years. So
okay. Because whenever I think about like old school anime that people watch, I don't think of much except for like Inuyasha and like Naruto kind of
Oh
shit.
my god, my wife is the biggest Inuyasha mark ever.
I'm not even a big anime person. I just know a lot because I hang out with Smashers, and that's all they talk about. They talk about Smash Bros. And anime.
I mean, that's just you talking to Jace half the time.
I mean, yeah. That's just talking to anyone in the Smash community. It's like you talk about Smash, you talk about anime, or you just like talk about nothing.
For sure. I get you. So yeah, bullying, bad Smash opinions, and
Yes.
Being number 7 in South Dakota. That's about the best way I can
Yes.
describe Braeden in a nutshell.
I You're not wrong.
Yeah, I
but,
know.
like,
But again, I think we're gonna wrap that up around here. So
right,
again, I just want to thank you for doing this video with me. You
Yeah, of course.
and the other SD guys and ND guys have been very supportive in me doing these videos, and I appreciate you guys nonstop. And the fact that like
Hey.
pretty much all of you in the server are pretty much like 100% ready to be on a video here and just continue to support what I do is super big to me. So I appreciate that.
we love seeing our boys thrive. Just don't forget about us when you get big, alright?
Oh, dude, no, man. I've got so many, like, big names that I can reach out to right now. I'm forgetting you guys as soon as I'm out of this shithole state.
Dude, as soon as I can get Leo on this show, you guys are done. You're never gonna
you
hear
guys are dead to
from
me. But, yeah, so any final words you want to throw out there before we wrap this up?
I guess I should plug my Twitter. I think you probably will throw it in the description or something as well.
Yeah, I will.
But, yeah. Twitter is just at Braediac. I talk about Smash and call people stupid on there as well. So if you enjoyed hearing me call people stupid here, you'll enjoy my Twitter.
Yeah, no, his Twitter's definitely a good place. I only get to see it every once in a while because I get blocked about every other week.
Hey,
So.
you deserve to get blocked every other week,
Listen,
alright?
all I did was tag you in a Culver's meme, and you blocked me.
Look, if you're gonna sit there and tell me Culver's is bad, don't tag me in
The
Culver's
only
stuff,
time you
alright?
blocked me is the Culver's meme, and then when I posted the clip from the two Luigis up being each other nonstop
What?
on your
Yeah, why-
tournament. It was your
Why
tournament.
did you added me in it? Why'd you add me in it?
Because I figured you would like to see it, because you were on the stream. I thought you wanted to see it again.
Oh yeah, I totally love watching Luigi play.
Yeah, you've never
Really?
complained about Luigi a day in your life in front of me.
Yeah, never complained about Luigi ever.
All right, so anyway, again, that's Braediac SSB. So,
I hate so much.
so if you guys want to follow him, you can check out his Twitter in the bio below. He does stream time to time. If you want me to throw that in there too, if not, whatever.
I don't care. I don't really
yeah.
stream. I stream like once a month. So it's not really
I
a big
feel
of a
that.
deal.
I feel that. But anyway, guys, this is Wonderful Skiff. And this is with me, Braediac from number 7 in South Dakota. Big old Yoshi main. Lovable guy. Kind of mean sometimes. But yeah, be good to each other, buds. Take it easy.